Hi guys, welcome back again to my channel. Today I'm going to show you how to make a carrot pineapple bread in my kitchen. This video has been highly requested and today I'm finally going to make it for you guys. I hope you like it. So if you want to see how I get this recipe together, you'll have to hang tight and let's go. Okay guys, let me walk you through the ingredients and the things that you're going to need for this recipe. The first thing that you're going to need is some all-purpose flour. I have about 2.5 cups of all-purpose flour. If you want to go 3 cups, that's fine as well, depending on how many people you want to serve for. But I have 2.5 cups of all-purpose flour here. I also have a tablespoon of baking powder. This is carrots here. This is grated carrots. I would say probably that's like 1.5 cups. And also you're going to need the pineapple. I have an 8-ounce can of crushed pineapple. Don't use the chunk one. Use the crushed one for this recipe. Also you're going to need 3 eggs. 3 large eggs. You're also going to need 1/2 cup of milk. You're going to need 1 cup of vegetable oil. Or any oil that you have, but do not use EVO. It's going to give it a really bad taste if you use EVO in there. I also have 1/2 cup of raisins in here, and this raisin is soaked in wine. Okay, so if you have any kind of wine, you could use that. If you have white, rum or anything like that, but I like to use wine into this recipe, so it tastes a lot better to me. Also, you're going to need your granulated sugar, and this is 1 cup of granulated sugar. Depending on how sweet you want your loaf to be, you could add a little bit more sugar, but this is granulated sugar, and that's 1 cup. Now, as far as your dry ingredients go, I have 1 teaspoon of cinnamon powder, 1/2 teaspoon of nutmeg, and 1/2 teaspoon of sea salt. Okay, I think that's about it. So come on, let's get this ingredient together. Okay guys, the first thing that I usually do when I start this recipe is I do my dry ingredients first. Okay, and again, that is 2.5 cups of flour. If you have 3 cups of flour, you can go ahead and use that as well. It doesn't make a difference. And then of course I'm going to go ahead and add a tablespoon of baking powder in here. And I'm going to add 1/2 teaspoon of salt, 1/2 teaspoon of nutmeg, and 1 teaspoon of cinnamon powder. And that's all you're going to need, guys, for your dry ingredient. Make sure you have your egg whisker and you just whisk away. Okay, so that is your dry ingredient. So we're going to put this away and we'll move on to the next step. Okay guys, now the second step that you're going to have to do. In here I have 3 eggs in here. 3 large eggs. I'm also going to add to that 1 cup of oil. So you go ahead and dump that in, and you are going to add your sugar as well. And like I said before, this is 1 cup of sugar. Depending on how sweet you want it, you can add another 1/2 cup. Okay, and all you have to do is just whisk this together. Okay guys, so this is the texture after you mix the cooking oil with the eggs and the sugar. This is exactly how you want it to look. It's supposed to look very creamy. That's how you know when this is ready. So I'm going to put this away and I'm going to move on to the next step. Okay guys, we are moving to the next step. Now I have my dry ingredient here and it's ready to go. The first thing that I'm going to do, I'm going to get the egg mixture and I'm just going to pour it in here. Okay, I'm just going to go ahead and add my milk in. That milk is going to help to soften this up a little bit, so you mix that in. And guys, I'm using my wooden spoon for this. Anytime I bake and them something, I always like use a wooden spoon for some reason or the other. It's just, you know, a back in the days thing. This is the wooden spoon is what I used to see my mom and my grandmother use every time they bake it. I guess it tastes better when you use a wooden spoon, I don't know. It's just a whole goose still. But yeah, this is what that looks like right here. So the next thing you want to do is go ahead and put your carrots in. You put your pineapple in. And you put your raisins in. And that raisin was soaking in wine. And like I said, guys, if you want to go ahead and add white rum to it, you could add white rum if you want. Whatever you want, whatever route you want to go, just go ahead and do that. So yeah, just mix this thing in. So okay guys, that's what that looks like. I'm going to go ahead and get my baking container ready, and I will come back and show you the next step. So I'm going to put this away and we'll move on. Okay guys, I'm moving to my next step, which is getting my baking container ready. I'm using a clear baking container. If you have anything else, you can go ahead and use that. But this is the one that I choose to bake this bread in today. All I'm going to do to get this baking thing ready, I need a clean paper towel. I'm just going to get a little bit of this all vegetable shortening, right? Just put it in there. I'm going to use my paper towel or paper napkin, whatever, and just kind of rub it up a little bit around the edges and inside the middle of it. That is how I want to have it looking, right? Now the next thing I'm going to do, just to make sure, because I don't want this thing to stick it up, so I'm going to get a little bit of flour and just kind of drop it in there like so. And all I'm going to do is just toss it around in there so I can get my sides and everywhere else coated with this flour. So that is what that looks like. That's exactly how I want it to look. I want it to be well coated because I don't want it to stick when I take it out. So let's move on to the next step. So okay guys, now I'm getting ready to put my mixture into my container, and that's all I'm going to do right here. So there you have it. Okay, that is perfect. Okay, so what I'm going to do here guys, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put this in the oven, and I'm going to let this bake at 350, and I think this should take an hour. We'll check it within an hour, but it should take an hour at 350. Okay. Also guys, make sure you preheat your oven. Do not put this thing in a cold oven and think it's going to come out perfect. It's going to flap. You're gonna have dough, total dough, something else. You need to have bread. Okay, so make sure you get your oven preheated, and make sure when you put it in the oven is like real hot. So I'm gonna go ahead, pop this inside of the oven and let this bake for an hour. We'll check it and see what's going on, but it should be ready within an hour. So I will see you back within 1 hour. Okay guys, this thing came out so well. As you can see, I baked it for about an hour. When I checked it, it still needs a little bit more on the inside, right in the middle of it. So I gave it another 5 to 10 minutes, and after 5 to 10 minutes it was done. So it came out really well guys. So what I'm going to do here is really hot, and so I'm just going to let it cool down, and so that you guys could see what it looks like when it's cool. I'm probably going to slice it as well so you guys can see what the inside looks like. But yeah, this carrot pineapple bread came out beautifully. So I will see you guys back when I'm ready to cut it. Okay, all right. Okay guys, so my bread has been cooling for about a half an hour. I'm about to take it out, and as you can see, it is perfect. It came out really nice. Let me let you guys see this closer. It came out extremely perfect, just the way that I want it. what I'm going to do now here, I'm going to go ahead and get a little bit of melted butter. And I'm just going to go ahead and put some on top of here. Perfect. That is my carrot, pineapple bread. Perfect. Just the way I want it to be done in my kitchen. So okay guys, what I'm going to do for you right now, I'm going to go ahead and slice into this thing so you guys can see what it looks like on the inside as well. And there you have it. Look at that. That is delish. Let me bring this up close so you guys can see how this bread came out so nice. You see that, guys? Perfect. It does not get any better than that. It came out so nice. Nice and soft and moist. See that? And yummy. Okay guys, so there you have it guys. I hope you like this recipe. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Leave me a message. Let me know what you'd like to see me cooking next in my kitchen. And as always, from my kitchen to your kitchen, enjoy! I'm going to let this cook for a good 30 minutes on medium heat. Cover it up nice and make it simmer. And when it's done simmer, it's time for we eat. So see you back in a few minutes.
So this is in with your foundation, full coverage, you know, like bam. And last but not least, the last thing I tend to go for in my makeup collection is this palette right here. Let me show you what this baby looks like. It has a whole bunch of concealers. I believe it's $10 for this palette.